Hey everyone, how you doing? It's Ron here with Innovative Digital Group. So in today's video, I'm just going to go over the basics on how to set up and implement a barcode system in your warehouse or in your supply chain logistics warehouse or freezer unit, kind of freezer environment warehouse. So anyways, I get this question a lot. We go to a lot of pre-sales meetings, inventory management meetings for small businesses and small warehouses or warehouses that are getting set up. So I wanted to create this video just so I can um, make it easier with this whole pandemic because we in our team have been doing a lot of remote work when possible and only on-site work when need be. For example, outages, downages, etc. So today we're going to go over how to set up a barcode system or implement a barcode scanning system, wireless system in your warehouse. So the first thing you're going to need is there's three pieces of information that you need, or three key ingredients. Is one is your WMS or your warehouse management system, or they also call it an application server or a supply chain server. Most people call it a database server or warehouse management system. The acronym is WMS for warehouse management system. The second thing you're going to need is hardware. So the main part is your wireless scan guns, and then also the software that fits on top of this, because your barcode scanner is, just picture it as a dumb scanner. It's a computer, but depends what you put on it will work with your WMS or your warehouse management server. So typically the WMS software provider will provide you a software client that goes onto this gun. So now this gun is going to connect wirelessly over your network into one of these. This is called a wireless access point. We have many of these, and like I mentioned in some of our other videos, for warehouses that are getting started up, we sell refurbished ones, and we can do a low-cost setup for your warehouse for probably about half the cost of a new one. So it's been very popular because a lot of people have temporary warehouses, or they only have like a short-term lease, like a year, and that's all they need it for, just to scan products. So we have a bunch of more cost affordable access points that you can get from us. So anyways, so that's the second part is you're going to need the scan gun, and then your warehouse management supplier or software will provide you a piece of software that sits onto this. Now if you want to get more advanced and technical, there's another piece of software that goes into on top of here which manages your sessions. So now, in today's world, nothing's ever perfect, right? When you start doing barcode scanning, sometimes you lose information because the wireless disconnects. Now there's a thin client or a thick client that can sit on top of this, which manages those sessions. Meaning, if this unit ever goes off the network, or if it loses its battery, or for some reason there's a glitch in the network, as soon as you put the battery back on or turn it on, it will remember that session and it'll bring that user back to where he or she was in the picking management system, just so you don't lose all the information that you were picking. Because when you lose all that information, then your database and your numbers and the pricing might get out of whack. And we've seen a lot of complaints about that, where okay, well, the session got lost and now we have to recount it, now we have to adjust it in the main database. So that's a really important part, and that is called like a thin server or thin or thick client server. Popular one is Avante or Wavelink or Staylink. We prefer Staylink just because of best cost, best support, and we've been using it for a number of years, and we transitioned over from another vendor over to Staylink, and all of our customers have been happy. So the third part I want to go over is the access points. So this is an access point, a wireless access point. This is another wireless access point. So pretty much the same thing. It's exactly like your wireless access point at home, but it's industrial grade, and it provides a lot more coverage for your scanners, and it also has options where it could provide less frequency, so you get less drops. And we always recommend to have a professional wireless site survey with the proper tools like we have, just so you know that what you're going to implement is going to be adopted, properly, because too less or too many of these can cause a lot of headaches. A lot of our customers, what they like to do is, okay, well, they have problems in this area, they'll put one of these. But what that does is it creates a lot of co-channel interference, which causes a lot more headaches. So there's a lot of knowledge to go into when setting this up, and then that connects into one of these blue wires, which is an internet cable. So you're going to need a cabling company to install this, and we can handle that for you as well. So we take care of the full warehouse management system setup. The only part that we don't touch a lot is the WMS software, because a lot of our customers have specific software vendors that they deal with. But since we work with the majority of them, it's very easy us to upload the configuration in there because we've dealt with so many software vendors, anywhere from like Manhattan, High Jump, etc. So if you do have any questions on how to set up your wireless warehouse barcoding system in Toronto, we're just outside of Toronto in Markham. So if you're from Ontario or if you're from the US and you're familiar with Toronto, we're just about 30 minutes in a suburb called Markham. So you can reach us at the links below, and the phone number is 416-350-8032, or you can just send us a contact us email.